Welcome to the ISO 45001 and ISO 14001 Implementer Awareness Training. This interactive e-learning session is designed to help all employees understand how safety and environmental management systems work in our organization. Before we begin, please take a moment to ensure you are in a quiet environment and able to focus on the training. Throughout this session, think about your own daily work activities and how safety and environmental practices apply to what you do. Let's begin. By the end of this training session, you will be able to understand the purpose and structure of ISO 45001 and ISO 14001. You will recognize your roles and responsibilities within the management system. You will learn how to identify workplace hazards and environmental aspects related to your job. You will also gain confidence in responding to auditor questions based on your real work practices. And finally, you will understand how to support continual improvement by reporting issues and participating in corrective actions. ISO 45001 focuses on occupational health and safety. Its objective is to prevent workplace injuries and illnesses by identifying hazards and controlling risks. ISO 14001 focuses on environmental management. Its objective is to prevent pollution, manage environmental impacts, and ensure compliance with environmental laws. Together, these standards help organizations operate safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Both ISO 45001 and ISO 14001 share the same 10-clause structure, known as the high-level structure. This structure helps organizations integrate safety and environmental management systems effectively. The clauses begin with scope and definitions, followed by context and leadership. They then move into planning, support, and operational control. Finally, they focus on performance evaluation and continual improvement. Understanding this structure helps employees better understand how audits are conducted and how the management system operates. Before managing risks, organizations must first understand their context. This includes understanding the organization's activities and processes. It also involves identifying hazards, risks, and environmental impacts. We must also consider who may be affected by our operations, including workers, contractors, and the public. Finally, we must understand the legal, regulatory, and client requirements that apply to our operations. Auditors often ask employees about safety and environmental risks in their workplace. For example, common safety risks may include lifting operations, vehicle movement, or slips and falls. Environmental risks may include oil spills during equipment washing or waste generated during maintenance activities. When answering audit questions, it is always best to give examples based on your real workplace activities. Auditors want to see that employees truly understand their work environment. Leadership is essential for an effective safety and environmental management system. Management must demonstrate commitment by providing resources, setting policies, and leading by example. At the same time, worker participation is critical. Employees must be consulted and involved in safety and environmental decisions. Everyone must understand their roles and responsibilities in maintaining a safe workplace. During audits, workers may be asked how they report safety issues. A good response would be explaining that hazards can be reported to supervisors or through hazard or near-miss reporting systems. Supervisors may be asked how they involve workers in safety discussions, such as through toolbox talks or job safety analysis meetings. Managers may be asked how they demonstrate commitment to safety and environmental management, such as by approving training, reviewing incidents, and supporting corrective actions. Clause 6 focuses on planning and risk management. In safety management, we identify hazards and assess risks using risk assessment methods. A hazard is something that can cause harm. Risk refers to the likelihood and severity of that harm occurring. Environmental management focuses on identifying environmental aspects and impacts. For example, washing tools may generate oily water, which could cause water pollution if not properly controlled. Risk control measures must always follow the hierarchy of control, starting with elimination where possible. Auditors may ask how hazards are identified before starting work. A typical answer would be that hazards are identified through job safety analysis, or JSA, before work begins. Supervisors explain hazards and controls during toolbox meetings. Auditors may also ask about environmental aspects, such as waste generation or spill risks. Employees should also be aware of the safety and environmental laws that apply to their work. Clause 7 focuses on support, including resources, competence, awareness, and communication. Workers must have the correct personal protective equipment, tools, and manpower to perform their tasks safely. Employees must also receive proper training and competency verification. Awareness means understanding hazards, environmental impacts, and control measures. Communication occurs through toolbox talks, meetings, and safety briefings. Auditors may ask workers about the training they have received. For example, workers may mention safety induction training, toolbox talks, or job-specific training. Supervisors may explain how they verify worker competence through training records and performance monitoring. Safety information is typically communicated through toolbox meetings, safety briefings, and notice boards. Providing real examples helps demonstrate understanding during an audit. Clause 8 focuses on operational control and emergency preparedness. Work activities must follow approved procedures and risk control measures. If changes occur to job plans, a management of change process must be initiated. Contractors must also follow the same safety and environmental requirements as employees. Workers must understand emergency procedures, including spill response and evacuation procedures. Clause 9 focuses on monitoring and evaluating the management system. This includes inspections, incident reporting, and tracking safety performance indicators. Internal audits are conducted to verify that procedures are followed and the system is working effectively. Top management also conducts management review meetings to evaluate safety and environmental performance and approve improvement actions. Auditors may ask how work is carried out safely. A good response would explain that work follows approved procedures and job safety analysis. Supervisors monitor the job, and PPE must be worn at all times. Employees should also know what to do during emergencies. For example, during an oil spill, workers should stop work if safe, inform the supervisor, and follow the spill response procedure. Auditors may ask how the organization knows whether the safety system is working. A good answer may include regular inspections, incident analysis, tracking safety performance indicators, and internal audits. Management review meetings are also used to evaluate performance and determine improvement actions. Providing evidence such as inspection records and audit reports help support these answers. Clause 10 focuses on continual improvement. When incidents or near misses occur, they must be reported and investigated. The root cause must be identified, and corrective actions must be implemented. Lessons learned should be shared with all employees so similar incidents can be prevented in the future. Improvement is the responsibility of everyone in the organization. Auditors may ask what happens after an incident or near miss. The correct process is to investigate the incident, identify the root cause, and implement corrective actions. Employees should also share lessons learned with others. For example, after a near miss involving an oil spill, the organization may improve housekeeping practices, retrain workers, and increase inspection of spill kits. Before completing the training, take a moment to reflect on what you have learned. Think about one safety hazard in your workplace. Consider one environmental aspect related to your daily work activities. Remember that everyone has the responsibility to report hazards. Also think about what actions should be taken first during an emergency such as a spill. These questions help reinforce your understanding of the training. Congratulations! You have now successfully completed the ISO 45001 and ISO 14001 Implementer Awareness Training. Your understanding of these systems helps protect people, the environment, and the organization. To complete the course, please proceed to the assessment. Use your mobile phone to scan the QR code displayed on the screen and answer the assessment questions. Thank you for your participation and your commitment to safety and environmental protection.